Welcome back, dear viewers, and thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Business Insider with Dr. Ali Naggar, Professor Emeritus of Soil Science at the Faculty of Agriculture at Cairo University. Dr. Naggar, there must be a lot of economic and social benefits of the developments of agricultural projects in desert regions. Could you talk to us about some of these economic and social benefits and the state's vision in that regard?
In general, there is many benefits. We can just cast light on it.
Yes.
One of the most important is create new villages, new cities to relieve the stress of population on the old land. On the other hand, to create a new labor opportunity.
Jobs.
Yes. We need a lot of jobs. Unlock the exported material. We need to export some fresh produce. The old land is difficult to get some produces from it. So we looking for a chance in the new desert land. There is no infection. There is no diseases. So there is no very, very little diseases for these crops. So we can open a new opportunity for export.
Yes.
In the same time, or in the other hand, we have very important issue, strategic crops such as wheat. This is very important. Wheat and maize, wheat, maize, and the soybeans are very important
for food security.
For food security. So this is the main idea for new project in desert areas.
Right, Dr. Naggar, and I guess that by developing infrastructure and supporting the services, we create new communities as well in those desert areas that are going to be useful in the future for agriculture and food security, correct?
In general, we have to start with selecting the area. Who can select the area? It's mainly done by the Ministry of Agriculture. This is the main player, okay? And some other authorities join together, plus a team from Cairo University and Alexandria University cooperate together to making the soil surveying, land evaluation, and create the map of soil suitability for different uses. After that, the government starts the most important issue, which infrastructure.
Right.
Okay, such as electricity, security to protect the materials, protect the equipment. Next, creating a vast road, a very huge road and
network
and sub branches of this main road. After that, supplying water source, creating the water source, or find a new source such as treating the drainage water with new facilities such as the El Mahsama. This is for Sinai project, and the huge one at New Delta.
Right.
Plus, after that, choosing the suitable irrigation system, pressurized irrigation system. By the law, it is eligible for the people who are going to work in the desert should use only pressurized irrigation system. Only. Okay. By the law. Okay.
Well, I want to focus on that with you, if you will, Dr. Naggar. But first, let me ask you about the importance of the use of advanced technology in farming methods and irrigation methods.
Mostly, you have some challenges. You have some obstacles when working with desert areas, such as hot weather, windy condition, sandy dunes. All these obstacles can create a very difficult condition for working. So the people of agriculture, the scientists of agriculture, did some very nice achievement for this, such as the greenhouses.
Yes.
Another one to create fences with huge tree around the cultivated area, using the drip irrigation. And
That's you, Dr. Naggar, over there?
yeah, this is the beginning of a Delta, new Delta project. Yeah, when we start taking soil profiles.
Yes.
And we have a cooperation between Ministry of Agriculture and those guys from, I think from other places, Alexandria University.
Yes.
And this doctor, over 70 years, more than 70 years,
Beautiful.
and still working in the desert, taking soil samples from
Beautiful.
from Agriculture Research Center at El Giza.
Dr. Naggar, you had mentioned that by law, you're only allowed to use pressurized irrigation system when you are talking about agricultural development in desert lands. Tell us why.
Why? Usually one major obstacles, the lack of water, lack of good water quality in desert. So if you make it available, so you have to use it wisely. So by the law, you have to use the most efficient ways, the most efficient method to apply this water to produce crops, such as center pivot irrigation system, which use water on demand for a huge area, maybe 150 faddans, to produce wheat, maize, clover, berseem, and other vegetables.
Yes.
And with a low number of operating people. So you can increase the area with a very few number of people. Why? Because it's very difficult to move around these areas. The second one, so we can see now.
Yes.
Yes, as we can see, okay.
Yes.
This is the harvesting. Okay, so we use the machinery, very advanced machinery, and this is the wheat. Okay, vegetables.
So, yeah, it's beautiful to see the desert turning into green.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice to see this. Okay, and
where is this, Dr. Naggar?
this is the New Delta.
Okay. So it's a big project, the New Delta.
You can see
Yeah.
very huge circle. This circle, each circle, at least 100 faddan, 100 at least. Okay. So this can be irrigated in one day. So you can save water. You can produce a lot of food, especially wheat. This is very specialized for wheat.
And where exactly is that in the New Delta?
In the New
Geographically speaking, I mean.
When you go from Cairo Alexandria Desert Road, there is a road to right to El Alamein, Wadi Natron El Alamein.
Yes.
And there is a branch side perpendicular to that road called اسمها الدلتا, called New Delta. And also you can go to from Cairo directly to there to El Alamein.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So again, back to the pressurized irrigation system. So we understand that the main aim here is to, one of the main aims is to save water.
Save water, use it wisely, and get the maximum production from unit of water. And this is the most important issue. When we starting the tertiary treatment or the treatment unit for this water, okay? We have water from drainage, not
It needs a
suitable.
lot of treatment, yeah.
A lot of treatment. So for using it in desert, you need to treat it. So starting two main projects in Egypt. One at El Mahsama, this is taking water from different branches, different drains, and take it to Sinai. The other one for El New Delta at El Dab'a, more than, initially more than 1 million faddan.
Right.
Okay.
And there's also treatment of salty water, right? Of sea water. We do that as well.
Yeah, but it is not feasible to use it for agriculture. You can do it. This is
For drinking?
This is called desalinization.
Yes.
Desalinization of seawater. You can use it just for home, for housing, for poultry, for animal production, for a small scale, not for agriculture. Yeah.
So not for drinking as well.
Desalinized water?
Yes.
No, you can use it for drinking,
Okay.
even for hotels.
Okay.
But not for agriculture.
Not
Yeah?
for agriculture.
Yeah, because
so I mean, you're telling us that what we need for agriculture is cleaner water, even than the one we drink. Is that what you're saying?
not exactly.
Or almost.
No,
I think. Yeah.
almost. Yeah, we can accept a little impurities, a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
But
seawater doesn't work with agriculture.
why? Because we need a lot of water. Okay. We
Again,
need a lot
yeah,
of water.
yeah.
So it is not feasible
Yes.
to produce water from the sea, desalinization of the seawater, to use it in agriculture.
Right.
Just use it for hotels, for resorts, for
Right.
animal production, small scales. Okay.
Small scale. So again,
for cities.
yes.
Small cities.
So again, the vision is to conserve our water as much as we can.
Yeah,
obviously.
as we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a kind of lifestyle in the
Yes.
future. Okay.
Dr. Naggar, there is something called drip micro irrigation systems.
Yes,
Talk to us about that, please.
Yeah. When you are trying to produce, we have to differentiate between two crops, major crops. Wheat, maize, something like that, and the other one is vegetable, okay, or trees. When you are planning the desert area for production, even vegetable or trees, so you have to use drip irrigation system. The big one, the pivot system that we talked about, doesn't work for for vegetable or for trees. So drip irrigation is very efficient method. Yeah. This is the silo after collecting the harvesting the wheat.
Yes.
You have to put it in a silo.
Yes.
Okay. But drip irrigation is very efficient for trees, producing fruits from these trees. Okay.
Okay, understood.
So
yes.
this is the nozomarai, okay?
Irrigation systems.
Irrigation
yes.
system. We have another two or three recently introduced to near Aswan or near south areas.
Yes, Upper Egypt. Yes.
Far more than
low Upper Egypt. Yeah.
Called linear move. As we have seen here, center pivot irrigation system rotates in a circle. Okay, and you are restricted by this circle. The other one just coming to Toshka, and I hope you find some videos about it. It looks like moving linearly. Moving in one direction, go and back. So you have unlimited lengths. You can go whatever you wish. So unlimited area can be cultivated with this system. So pivot system has some obstacles, some limitation, but with new linear system, we has no limitation.
Wow.
You can extend it whatever you want. Okay. So now this system starting in Toshka project. Okay.
And since when was that system, discovered or?
Maybe a few years.
A few years ago.
Yeah, introduced it just a few years.
Perfect.
And according to the directions of our General President, starting the manufacturing of drip irrigation and pivot system in Egypt. And this is a revolutionary way to be at home with your irrigation system.
Europe, you seem to be optimistic about the future, Dr.
Yes,
Naggar.
yes, very,
About Egypt's
very,
agricultural
yeah,
and
very,
farming,
very optimistic.
future.
Yeah, because we have many case studies like that one at Tushka, Sharq al East Wainat. East Wainat depends on the groundwater, okay? Pumping water from the bowl,
Yes.
okay? From Tushka, there is completely different. There is enough water, okay? Fresh water from the Nile, okay? For New Delta, we have treated water, okay?
Well, that diversity is beautiful. I mean,
Yes, yes.
what about in Sinai?
In Sinai, we have new projects, very huge projects. As I said, we studied about 600,000 faddan as a soil, and we did the report. We submitted it. It was accepted, and of course, not all of these soils are completely suitable. Of course,
right.
Some of them will be not suitable.
But most of them.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah, most of them, especially in North Sinai, and in the middle. Okay.
Right, Dr. Naggar. There is also, since you mentioned case studies, you have the New Valley project and the East Awainet project. Talk to us about these two, please.
East Wainat, mostly we recommend, according to the experience we got, to be an area for wheat and potato. And after...
Well, Egypt is a leader in potato.
Yeah, we recommend also in Sinai.
Of course.
For the project of Sinai, we recommend an area, we called it potato belt. We called it potato belt, as resemble for the wheat belt in US.
Right.
So in East Wainat, they depend on as I said, depend on the deep well water and introducing solar energy in some cases, and a big factory for processing of potato for producing other Kestra products.
What about the Western Desert? Where things heading?
Continue. Let me continue.
Yes,
Tushka.
please.
Tushka, we start a huge project for date palm. A new species, a new types of date palm, very sweet, very delicious, high value. So for exportation, mostly for exportation, and a lot of vegetables. In some areas, we recommend growing melon. Melon for exportation. And other areas, we recommend grape for local market and for exportation. So this can make some profit for the Egyptian income, total Egyptian income.
For sure. Dr. Naggar, there are definitely some steps that the Egyptian government can further take to further increase agricultural development in desert areas. What do you, as a scientist, recommend?
Mostly enhance the use of advanced technology, financially support the private sector, making loans much simple, making new legislations to be landlord, land tenure, how to be owner of the land, to make it much simple.
Incentives?
Could be in the near future, but now it depends on the situation on a huge farm,
right?
Not for a small farm, because desert needs a lot of money to implement the steps of buying the irrigation system, buying the seeds, and so on. Okay?
Indeed, it takes a lot of financing. What about subsidies to farmers?
It works in some cases, but there is a rule. Working in the desert, investment in the desert is not for the poor people.
It takes a lot of money,
Yeah, it takes
a lot of
money.
financing.
Yeah.
So what about
the
developing,
huge,
and I'm sure this is happening, but talk to us, developing new crop varieties, more variety in crops.
This is a very important issue, and this is taken by the scientists of the universities and scientists of the research centers to produce new varieties can tolerate the soil salinity or water salinity. And there is a very huge project called El Moghra, okay, maybe 100,000 faddans, okay. This project, they discover that the water, after settling the people there, they discover that the water with a very high salinity. Now they changed the whole policy for this area, producing olives, the dates, something like that. And even the water getting more saline, so they are thinking to convert it to fish lagoon.
Now, back to the advanced technologies and innovative farming practices, because I'm sure, you know, technology is the name of the game today in our world. So, what are we using as new techniques, and what do you recommend that we might use here in Egypt as newer techniques?
So the idea is to do what
suits
for the production.
Yes.
If you want to
suit your target, I mean, your goal, yes.
If you want to produce something which is not in the same time available for it or suitable for it, like cucumber, okay? So you have to use greenhouses, plastic houses, okay? This can make it much warmer for the plant in winter. So you can have different varieties which only can grow in hot summer, and you can get it in winter. So this is the most or the famous project, 100,000 greenhouses, and it's already done. Okay, we have a huge project for greenhouses now working in the desert. Okay,
like beautiful point there.
Yeah, like in Muhammad Naguib base. Very, very huge project. Okay?
Yes.
You have to visit it.
Yes, inshallah. Dr. Naggar, dear viewers, allow us to take a very short break, and then we'll come back for the conclusion of this episode. Please stay with us. Yes. Thank you, dear viewers, for staying with us back here with Dr. Ali Naggar, Professor of Soil Science at the Faculty of Agriculture, Cairo University, talking about the state's efforts in developing agriculture in desert lands. There must be a lot of challenges, Dr. Naggar, and there must be also a lot of proposed solutions to face these challenges and obstacles. So let us try to wrap this episode by talking about the challenges and the proposed solutions from the viewpoint of a scientist like yourself.
The most important issue here is looking for water source, okay? And how to pumping this water source with low cost. So we have the issue of energy. The solution for this one is using solar energy, okay? Maybe it costs a lot at the beginning, in the deposit, but for a long time, is feasible. The other one treated the drainage water. We have a lot of drainage water, and we have to treat it. So the technology of treating this water is we are mostly looking for new technology, like using nanotechnology, using membrane, a kind of membrane, maybe another technology in the future to increase or enhance the process of treating this water. On the other hand, we have a very important issue related to seeds. We import most of the seeds.
Yes.
Now we don't have enough industry or enough research for producing seeds, okay, such as cucumber, melon, tomato, all these kind of seeds, mostly imported. So in the future, I hope there is in advanced technology to increase the process of breeding or producing new seeds for desert areas. Okay?
You think we need to spend more on research?
Yes, yes, yes.
Scientific research
Yes,
for the
yes,
sake of
yes.
agriculture and
Yes.
the farming methods.
Yes, hope so.
Dr. Naggar, finally, surely the extreme temperatures, the global warming, the climate change is a challenge.
Yes.
So how are we facing it, and what do you propose to do to face it in the most efficient way?
Starting from now, looking for new varieties, okay, which can adapt for the new temperatures, the higher temperature. This is the most important issues for right now.
So again, the technology would
Yes, technology. Yes.
would always be a solution,
Agriculture research, yes.
and agricultural research. On that note, dear viewers, on behalf of you, we thank very much our dear guest here in the studio that talked to us about the importance and this, of developing agriculture in desert lands and the state's vision and role in doing that, and also the most advanced irrigation systems and the pressurized irrigation system, which by law must be applied in desert areas when it comes to agriculture, and of course also talked about the challenges and the solution. We thank him very much on your behalf, dear viewers, Dr. Ali Naggar, the Soil Science Emeritus Professor at the Faculty of Agriculture, Cairo University. It's been a great pleasure having you with us, Dr. Naggar.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for being
happy
here,
to
sir.
be with you.
Thank you,
Hope
sir.
to
It's
see
been
you
a
again.
privilege.
You're
and hope
welcome.
to see you again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And thank you, dear viewers, for watching us. Next week, same time, inshallah, is a new episode. Have all the best.